Hi, I'm Samantha Bryant with Glory Fitness in downtown Oxford. I specialize in Holy Yoga. So no matter where you are, all levels, just go ahead, grab a mat, get on the floor, and just join me for worshiping Jesus and also some great yoga. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start off in an Indian style or seated position. Just cross your legs and we're just going to sit down on our sit bones and root down and rise up to the crown of our head. And we're going to go ahead and just set our intention on today with starting our breath. The breath is the most important part of the practice. So we're going to go ahead and place our hand on our belly and our chest and just feel the rise and fall of our chest and our belly when we breathe. You can go ahead and close your eyes and also start breathing in your nose and out your nose. Really just purifying that breath and just really making it intentional. With Holy Yoga, one of the things that we always do is just read a scripture and just set our intentions for their practice. So today our scripture is on Romans 8:31. If he is for us, then who can be against us? And I just want you to just really now breathe in that truth and just leave anything externally, any stressors that you have going on, just exhale them and just leave them at the door. I just want you to now breathe in 3 deep breaths and then exhale for a count of 3. We're going to do it again to 5 this time. Inhale for 5 and then exhale for 5. I want you to stay doing that, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to start just doing some neck rolls to the right a couple of times and then to the left. And I'm going to go ahead and pray for you now where you guys just start stretching your neck out. Dear Father, thank you for today. Thank you for reclaiming everything under your name and your glory. Just like yoga, nothing is different. We can just come to you and just worship you no matter what it is. That you give us these special talents and abilities just to be here with you and just for your glory. And I just thank you for that so much. And I thank you for always being with us and that no one can ever be against us no matter what, because you always walk before us, within us, and beside us. And I thank you so much for that, dear Lord. And just please let us set our intention on this through our practice and then also throughout our day. I pray in your name, amen. Take your last neck roll wherever you are at, to your right or to your left. Go ahead, you can open your eyes. And now we're just going to go ahead and do a nice twist again. We're going to put our right hand behind us and our left hand on our right leg, and our gaze is going to just follow behind that right shoulder, really twisting that side body. And with a twist, you shouldn't be twisting from your hips, but from the top part of your body, from your ribs. That will protect your body. We'll take an inhale. And then an exhale, we'll twist back in the center. And we're just going to go ahead and do the same thing on our left side. All right, inhale, and then exhale right back to the center. We're going to go ahead and roll down. We'll put our feet out first, and then we're going to go ahead and roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. This protects our back. And if you do have your yoga block handy like I do today, we're going to go ahead and we're going to place it right in between our knees, in our thighs. And we're just going to inner rotate our thighs and really press down in between those knees. I should be able to come by and hit on that block and it shouldn't move. All right, we'll be on our back. And I also want our feet to be about palm's distance away from our sit bones. So I want you to take an inhale here. And on the exhale, we're going right into bridge. So rise those hips up. And I want you to keep that belly button all the way to your spine and keeping that core engaged, your ribs knitted just like you have a corset on. And just rise those hips all the way up. Take an inhale here. And on the exhale, we're just going to slowly, slowly come back down. Awesome job. We're gonna go ahead and do one more, maybe two. So we'll come up on the inhale. Exhale, ready, we're gonna come, rise those hips up again. Keeping that block engaged in between those thighs, which is practicing keeping those thighs engaged. We're gonna go ahead and clasp our hands behind our back, opening those shoulders up. And really just breathe into it. This is a lot of hard work, guys. All right, one exhale. Unclasp the hands down by your side and then roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. We're gonna go ahead and we are gonna do one more. So keeping that block in between your legs. Already you have that core engaged. You're gonna inhale, and then on the exhale, engage that core even more and rise those hips up. Clasp those hands underneath your back, really open the shoulders. And then you're gonna take an inhale here. And on the exhale, we're gonna rise those hips another inch. Awesome, guys. Breathe in. And then on the exhale this time, we're gonna rise those heels up on our toes. And then on the exhale, we're gonna come back down to our heels, release our arms, and then we're gonna go ahead and release back onto our back, vertebrae by vertebrae. You can go ahead and throw your block to the side if you were using that. We're gonna go ahead and cross our feet, and we're gonna roll on up to our table now. We'll go ahead into table. Our hands will be directly underneath our shoulders. Our knees will be directly underneath our hips. Our core engaged. And you should be able to set a cup of coffee on your back. So you can go ahead and we're gonna start doing some cat-cows. Inhale into cow. Really let that belly fall, that chest open. Cat, you're gonna go ahead and start in your spine, arching it up, 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 like a howling cat, and then go down to your gaze will go down to your thighs. So we're gonna go to a commercial break, but I want you to do these and remember your breath. Inhale, and then exhale back into cat. Just do a couple of those on your own, and I'll meet you back in the table. Hi guys, hope those cat-cows went well. We're gonna meet back into table now. Remember our positioning, hands underneath our shoulders and our knees underneath our hips, and that strong core in our back right there. We're gonna go ahead and do some balance work now. So we're gonna do an inhale, and then on the exhale, we're going to right arm extend, left leg extend, keeping our hips a lot parallel and also our shoulders parallel. So really just rise that leg up like an energy shooting out of your fingers and shooting out of your heel. We'll take an inhale here and then exhale, come back down. Take an inhale here and then our exhale, we're gonna do the opposite side. So left arm and right leg, rise up, core engaged. Inhale here and exhale back down. Now we're gonna do it again, but we're gonna add a little something. Get our not just balance work, but also some ab work. So inhale, and the exhale, just really rise those right arm and left leg up. Take it, inhale. Then on the exhale this time, we're gonna have our right elbow and our left knee kiss, bringing our core together, and then exhale back out. Inhale, exhale it in. Take inhale here, and exhale back out. We're gonna do that 2 more times. One last one, really crunch that core in, and exhale back out. Meet back into table. Take an inhale here, and then exhale. Left arm, right leg. Energy shooting out. And we're gonna take an inhale here. Exhale, we're gonna crunch, that's the core in. And have our elbow kiss our knee, and then right back out. We'll do 3 more, so inhale in. Inhale there, and then back out. This is really good for your core and really good for your strengthening and your balance. I'll do a last one, and then back out. You should really feel warm up right now. We'll come back into table right about now, and we're gonna have our great toes meet, our knees out, and we're gonna push back into down dog. Keep that core engaged, and have your sit bones like you want them to be, sitting right on your heels. Just push back with your hands. We're sitting in child's pose, and this is the position of prayer. No matter where in your practice, if you feel the Lord speak to you, you just hit the mat in a child's pose and you just pray. It doesn't need to be a carved out time. If you feel it, it's a sign of strength to hit your mat and pray. It's also a sign of strength when you feel your body wearing out and aching and you need to just hit your knees and just take a break. Child's pose is not weak. It's definitely part of the practice, and it's a part of strengthening your practice. So we'll take another inhale here. On the exhale, we're going to come back up to our table, finding our correct table. Then we're going to curl our toes under and then push up with our core into our first down dog of today. So remember, you want that core all the way tucked in, up into your spine, your hips rised up, meeting the ceiling and the wall, and you can walk it out on your tiptoes, pedal your feet, rise up on your toes and down on your heels. And we're just gonna go ahead and hold it wherever you're at today. Inhale, and then exhale out. One more inhale, and we're gonna go ahead and just walk our feet to our hands into our first forward fold. You can go ahead right here and just grab the back of your calves if you need, slightly bend your knees, and your chest should hit. Really draw those shoulders out and just breathe into this, straightening your legs. One more inhale here. On the exhale, you're gonna rise up vertebrae by vertebrae into mountain pose. Have your hands out, universal sign of fearlessness, just how we come before our Father. And we'll just remind you of our scripture right now. If he is for us, then who can be against us? Holy yoga is about grace. You can see and hear strong. I like to sway a little bit. This is my worship. This is my favorite pose. So we're going to go ahead and breathe in. Hands come together. We're going to exhale. And we're going to bend to the left. And then we'll inhale again. And then bend to the right. And exhale out. Take one more inhale in the middle. Swan dive, exhale down. We're going to step our feet out to plank. Plank can be on our toes, a nice strong plank of wood, or a nice strong plank of wood right on our knees. Wherever you are available today, yoga is your practice, so if you need to build up to this or always stay on your knees, you're still getting a great workout. We're gonna go ahead and chaturanga down, a nice little yoga push-up, feet out, push up into cobra or up dog, toes come back, core, we're gonna go back into our down dog. So this is a nice Sun A series. We're gonna hold this down dog for one breath. You can go ahead and just step your hands back up. And we're just gonna do it again, and I'll call it a couple more times. So breathe in, and out, in, out, back up, swan dive down. We are gonna end up going to a commercial, so you guys can just go ahead and do a couple of these on your own. Try to get 1 or 2 in on our commercial. And we'll meet in down dog.
Hi, I'm Riley from Heavenly Paws Animal Rescue. I'm here with Weenie. Weenie is a 10-year-old dachshund who was overlooked online, but when seen, it was a love match. So please, come to our next adoption event and take a look. You might be able to find your forever loved and take a pet home for its forever home. But I'm here today about something very serious. Never ever should you leave your pet in the car. On a beautiful 78-degree day for you and I, it can be 120 degrees in your car in just minutes. Leaving a pet in the car could cause suffering, disability, or even death. It's illegal to leave your pet in the car in 14 states. So please, don't leave your pet in the car. For OCTV and Heavenly Paws, I'm Riley. Appreciate your furry friend. Looking for a pet? Go to www.heavenlypawsofmichigan.com. Thanks.
I know those Sun A's went awesome, so we're just gonna go ahead and meet into down dog. We're gonna take a nice inhale here. And on the exhale, we're gonna go rise up on our toes. We're gonna put that right leg straight up in the air. Bend that left leg a little bit, bend our right leg, and then blade it to the front of our feet, between our hands. Come nice and strong. Again, that left leg is bladed down, and we rise up. Our hips are shined to the front wall, and we are in Warrior One right now. Roll those shoulders back. We can be cactus arms or just straight back. We'll take a breath here. And then the exhale, we're just gonna keep that core engaged, and we're just gonna come down into humble warrior. Just how, again, we come before our Father. You just, as an oxymoron, humble but a warrior. We can go ahead and have our hands behind our back, lacing our fingers, and this is full expression of humble warrior, keeping that core engaged and really bending down, trying to get that shoulder in between your leg, but don't, this is bad correction. You want to be down, straight, your shoulders are parallel. Take an inhale here, and on the exhale, rise back up into Warrior One. We're gonna go into Warrior Two now. Go ahead and blade those heels, should be even. Hips now shine to the side wall. Arms open, try to make that leg parallel to the ground. If you need to heel toe it, move it a little bit, that's okay. We'll take an inhale here. Gaze in front of your fingertips. On the exhale, we're gonna go reach for the sky with our right hand, and our left hand goes down the back of our left leg. Our hand can go all the way, a nice twist, reaching for that back of the room. Inhale here, and the exhale, we'll come back up, and we're gonna go inhale, shoulder on our front leg, opening that left side body, really reach into the front of the room now. Inhale here. On the exhale, we're gonna come right back into warrior two. Windmill our hands down. And we're gonna have that left leg go back into plank. Hold it here for 1 second. Again, down if you need it here. In, on the exhale, rise back up. And we are gonna go rise those hips into another down dog. And we're gonna do that same thing on the left side this time. So up on our toes, left leg extends for the sky, bend those knees and really put that left leg in between those hands. If you can't get it, you can heel toe it up. Takes a little bit of a practice. I'm still getting there. So blade that right foot, use your core to come back up nice and strong to nice warrior one. So we're gonna go ahead here and take an inhale. On the exhale, we're gonna open up to the warrior two. Again, our hips go to the side wall, heels, try to line them the best you can. Make that parallel, but again, you wanna have that alignment from your head to your tailbone. So not like this, nice, strong, just like that. So we're gonna go ahead and with grace, we're gonna go back to warrior one because I forgot to do our nice little humble warrior. I know you guys remembered. So we're gonna go ahead and put our hands behind into those airplane arms this time. Really just lowering down with our core, hands behind, opening those shoulders, and just coming back down and really opening that back right there. Inhale here. On the exhale, we'll rise back up. We'll go back into warrior two. And we're gonna take an inhale here. On the exhale, we're gonna reach back. Left leg, arm goes to the back body. That right leg goes down on your leg. Inhale here. Exhale back into warrior two. And we're gonna go ahead into bending our arm onto our leg and really reach for the front of the room. All right, we'll come back up to warrior two, and we're gonna do windmill our hands down, go ahead, go into plank, and we're gonna do a nice little plank workout. So this is a yoga plank. We're gonna go ahead to a traditional plank. You can lower your feet, traditional plank arms, and then back up to our feet. We're gonna go ahead, keeping that core engaged. And we're just gonna do a little bit of ab work. So we're gonna tap, 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 tap with our breath. Inhale and exhaling. We're just gonna do two more. Yeah, there you go, you feel it. And then we're gonna go ahead and drop. We're just gonna do a nice little easy child's pose. Really just did a lot of hard work. So we're just gonna go ahead, stretch out that back. We're gonna roll over into our fetal position. Just take a nice couple breaths there and really have your heart rate come down and get your breath. Take one last one, and then you're gonna come up into your simple seating. And we are gonna go ahead and just stretch out our side body. So you're gonna go ahead, rise that right arm up, and extend to the left. Again, just opening the nice side stretch. Inhale back up, then exhale back to the other side. Again, I'm Samantha with Glory Fitness, specializing in Holy Yoga. If you enjoyed it, you can contact me through OCTV, and my number is 248-622-1872, and I can help you with any of your yoga needs. So we're gonna go ahead now And we're gonna just go ahead and roll vertebrae by vertebrae on our backs. And now we're just gonna relax into our nice corpse pose or our final resting pose. You can have your arms out by your sides and your hands palms up to open up those shoulders. And I wanna thank you for practicing with me today. And I just hope that you remember that God is always with you and no one can ever be against us if he is with us. So thank you for practicing with me today and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
President Roosevelt signed the Bill of Rights.
I've always appreciated the American Legion's
My gratitude to the American Legion.
Thank you all in the American Legion.
We have millions of veterans that are members of our organization. Thank you.
The American Legion, we serve America and its veterans. We pledge ourselves to our veterans, our youth, a strong national defense, and Americanism. These 4 pillars shape our work and what we do for America. There is power in our numbers. We're the largest organization of wartime veterans in the nation. We are 2.5 million members strong, men and women from every state in the nation and around the world. No other veterans organization wields this kind of power. We work relentlessly within our 4 pillars of service, and we succeed. The American Legion takes care of our fellow veterans and their families. We maintain close ties with Congress and the leaders in Washington, D.C. They respect us. They listen to us. We sponsor research and press for medical care and benefits for all veterans and active duty service members, whether they are members of the American Legion or not.
President Roosevelt signs G.I. Joe's Bill of Rights.
You've heard of the GI Bill of Rights, one of the most important pieces of social legislation of the 20th century. It was written and passed largely through the efforts of the American Legion. We were instrumental in the formation of what is now the Department of Veterans Affairs to make sure our veterans get the care and benefits they are promised and deserve. The young people of our nation are our future. They benefit from exceptional programs and generous scholarships that only the American Legion offers. We provide athletic programs like American Legion Junior Shooting Sports, Legion Baseball, and educational and civics programs like the Oratorical Scholarship Contest, and Boys State and Boys Nation.
As Supreme Court Justice Hugo Black stated, the quality of justice that Americans receive should not depend upon the amount of money they have.
We promote citizenship and an appreciation of government. We have all been directly involved in our nation's defense as wartime veterans. We know what policies, tools, and manpower our military needs to protect this great country. We fight to get these things done.
We're all very grateful to have the American Legion on point.
We take our case all the way to the top in Washington, D.C. to ensure that America is prepared for any threat. We are patriots through and through. We believe in our flag and all that it stands for. Our Constitution, our Pledge of Allegiance, our way of life are all fundamental to maintaining our freedom and the standing that we have as the greatest country on earth. We promote and defend these values every day in communities across the nation. These pillars represent not just what we do, but who we are. We're here to serve our fellow veterans, their families, and all of America. We are here for them. We are here for you. The American Legion asks you to join us in our mission. If you share our vision and commitment to America, visit our website at legion.org or your nearest American Legion post today.